we also understand that even though I refer to it as a narrative, historical narrative, we want future generations of Palestine, inshallah, when Palestine is liberated and soon, that the story is never ever forgotten. That being said, the Nakba is spoken about of the displacement of 750 Palestinians from their ancestral homes in Palestine and the destruction of 500 villages and towns. And I'm thinking, if this Nakba had never ever happened, we're not only talking 750 Palestinians, we're talking about a figure possibly tenfold more, because if those young men and boys were not killed, they would have gone on and started families of their own, and the Palestinian population would have grown. It would have grown tenfold or more.
Palestinian population is growing. The one thing in common between all of us is that we are denied freedom at home, we are denied safety at home, we are denied the right to remain home. There are 750,000 people who are members of families that were no longer allowed to stay in their home. I'll give you a simple example of what could have happened. The largest Palestinian city today is the city of Hebron, Khalil al-Rahman, like the city of Ibrahim alayhi salam. That city in 1946 had 22,000 people in it. Today we're talking about more than 200,000. In 1946, the largest Palestinian city was the city of Jaffa. 76,000 people lived in that city. All of those people who lived in the city of Jaffa were subject to criminal behavior of the founders of the state of Israel. All of them were thrown into the sea, driven out of their homes, their villages, apartments, their houses were flattened, and they were removed and forcibly removed from their family's property. They're talking about the main cities, the city of Safed, where the elected president of the Palestinian people was born in. The city of Safed had 42,000 people living there. So what was denied is the natural growth of Palestinian communities and Palestinian families. And that denial was carried out by white European savages who came hiding behind the label of a Jewish individual. So what was denied is the natural growth of Palestinian communities that have been going on for thousands of years. Why is that denial? It's simply because a fascist somewhere in Europe decided that he wants to create a Jewish homeland for Jews only in Palestine. It's like the same savagery that South Africa was subject to. We want to create a replica of Europe in the south of Africa for the white man. And the only way to do that is by being a savage, by being a criminal, by murdering people, stealing their properties, and so on. We have the same crap, but more complicated and more sophisticated and more accepted. The savage regime that ruled over South Africa was clearly recognized as a fascist and racist regime. The savages who destroyed the lives of Palestinian families are called the only democracy in the Middle East. That's the only difference. How the state of Israel is promoted by the white man and how we are supposed to survive this regime. But like it's the same savagery all over the place there.